Hey guys, JG here, and, well, we won the league. In the third season, so that was not what I expected when I started this save, that's for sure. But yeah, as you can see, well, we won by a comfortable margin, and that's still with a game to play. But we won this a few games ago, in fact. I think it was after the game against... let me take a look, see here. I believe we actually were official after the game against Arsenal. I'm not sure if that's correct, it might be. But yeah, we won it quite comfortably. So in the first 3 seasons we have won a Europa League and a Premier League. Which, as mentioned, I did certainly not expect when I started this save. But, I mean, I suppose the next goal, that's got to be winning the Champions League. Yeah, we should actually take a look at how that went. Because, as said, or as you saw, we got past Monaco. We lost in the first leg, and then you saw the home leg, where we won 2-0. Then we drew Real Madrid in the quarterfinals, so I was fully expecting to go out there. And at the Santiago Bernabeu, we got demolished 5-1. So... at that point, I knew it was more or less over. We did, however, actually manage to win the home leg 4-2. So, I mean, it wasn't the absolute embarrassment that it could have been, but it could certainly also have been better. But yeah, as you can see, if we just take a look at our Premier League form, we are actually undefeated since... undefeated in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... 12, 13 Premier League games we are undefeated. Which, to be fair, that makes a lot of sense considering that we're top of the league. Or, well, we have won the league, in fact, we're not only top, we have won. So yeah, I mean, our only losses, we lost against United twice, once to Arsenal, and then Bournemouth, which is sort of embarrassing. The draws were against Newcastle, Watford, Everton, Middlesbrough, Liverpool, and Tottenham. The rest, we have won. Which, to be fair, is pretty damn impressive. But anyways, we have the final game of the season against Norwich to play, and after that I'm going to go over the usual end of season stats, both player and team-wise, and generally just see how things go. So, let's get to it. Norwich away from home. After we were announced as official winners, I have been playing the reserve team a lot. As you can see, this is the team I've been playing for the last few games. So, yeah, I'm going to stick with that now. Unfortunately, some of our players are away on international duty, so there will be a bit of rotation here. Let's give Kramaric a run out. I mean, I've been playing Iheanacho just so he can keep up with the Golden Boot. I believe he is still the top scorer, so I kind of want him to win that. So yeah, let's just switch those around, actually, and play it like this. I don't think that... yeah, Jamie Shepherd has actually developed fairly nicely. I mean, he's still a silver star, but... I mean, 13 appearances, how many in the league? Let's just check. 8 in the league, and a few in the cup. He's been doing alright. I mean, obviously he's not amazing. He is young, and stats-wise, not very good. But he's been doing an alright job, so hopefully he can keep that up. Anyways, I am going to go with this. Espinosa. So yeah, Murray, Simpson, Jedvash, Jorge, Shepherd, Espinosa, Mascarell, Højbjerg, Gray, Kramaric, and Iheanacho. I think that's what we will be going with. I'm going to do... am I going to do that? Yes, I'm going to do that. There we go. See, as we can see, actually a few of our players have wanted. Christian Fuchs and Gustavo Cabral. Both players I would strongly consider selling, considering both, yeah, Cabral is 32 and Fuchs is also 32. So they'll probably reached their expiration date, so to speak. And I will be looking in the summer to bring in new players to replace them. I mean, Cabral's not important. We have a lot of young centre-back talent. And Fuchs, we kind of do have Shepherd, but I do kind of want to bring in a better left-back, to be blunt. I mean, Shepherd... yeah, he's alright, but I mean, look at his potential. A minimum of 2.5 star, maximum 3.5 star. it's alright, but as the team progresses, that might drop to, I don't know, maybe he'll be a 2-star defender once he's fully developed, and to be blunt, that's not first team quality. So I will be looking to bring in another left back as well. Generally, I'm actually, towards the end of this episode, I might go over some of my transfer considerations. Anyways, let's get on to this game. Yes. So, I mean, I'm still kind of surprised that we won the league. I guess because our squad, while it's good, I wouldn't say it's win the Premier League good. Towards the end of the episode, if I remember, I will probably compare our squad to some of the other general favourites like Chelsea or Manchester United. Anyways, let's just take a quick look at their squad. Belotti, Gilas, Brady, Grenier. They signed Claude Grenier. Nice. That's actually a good signing for them. Juan Fran, is that the Juan Fran? No, it's not. Who's this guy? I have no idea who this guy is. It's not the Atletico's Juan Fran, at least. And Lazar Michele? I'm not sure. Yeah, they have Gary Cahill, what? Huh. I guess they do. They apparently signed Gary Cahill. And then they have John Ruddy still in goal. Anyways, let's get on with it. We already went over my team, so that's not very important. Let's go. Norwich kick off. And they start attacking, and the ball's out of play after less than 10 seconds, so that's, I suppose, alright, or something. In the meantime, I want to discuss my goals for next season. While, if it's, maybe we should just wait until the highlight is over, and Gray has it, and Gray doesn't score. Gray does not score. And now Norwich are on the counter-attack. That's not good. And Gilas, and they get Shep attacks it away. Anyways, what I was saying was, the goals for next season. To be blunt, I don't think we can win again. I think this was a fluke. There, I said it. However, something I do think we should definitely aim for Champions League football. Hang on, I might just, there we go. Sorry if I fucked up on the recording there, because I just removed something. Anyways, what I was saying was, I think we should aim for Champions League football, and it's not, oh, I just thought it was 1-0. It was not. Yeah. I got distracted. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that Football Manager was actually the active window, because there was a bit of a mess up there, so I hope that the footage is still as it should be. Otherwise, I'm in trouble. Yeah. So, Højbjerg and Iheanacho, and it's off the crossbar again. That's twice in the first 25 minutes that we've had shots rocket off the crossbar. If we lose to Norwich now, that's going to be a bit embarrassing. So far the only non-expected loss, so to speak, has been against Bournemouth. So, hopefully we can at least draw against Norwich. I don't want to lose to Norwich. But yeah, okay, so the first half must be just about over. Yes, it is. Alright, let's see here. Do I want to make any subs? That's the question. I want to sub off Jedbash because he's on a booking and I don't want him to get sent off. We'll bring on Amati. Anyways, off we go. It's kickoff. So we are just generally playing the ball around, blah blah blah, the usual stuff. Nothing particularly exciting happening unless this actually results in a shot on goal. Mascarell, Simpson crosses it into Iheanacho. Alright then, that was a decent attempt. Okay, so Mascarell has it, and to Gray, to Mascarell. And Iheanacho, Gray, yes! Ooh, saved by Ruddy. Good save, to be fair. And Espinosa whips it in, and Amati, Gray, and I'm not sure what went on there, but I think it's goal kick. I think Gray missed it. No, it's a corner. So what will happen here? Espinosa whips it in, and it's punted away. What's going on here? Come on, don't. Simpson gets it. Good. I was just about afraid that Gilas might actually catch up to him. That would be a bit embarrassing. Because, as far as I know, he's a pretty big guy. Okay, now Højbjerg is booked. That's not the best list. On the list of things that could happen, that's not the best outcome. Anyways, we are totally dominating this game. We should be so much a Gray! No! No! What? Christ, what a save by John Ruddy. Oh my lord. Damn. I mean, fair play to Ruddy. What a save. But I was 100% certain that one was going in. Damn. Anyways, I'm going to serve off Hobia. Again, I want to avoid getting anyone sent off. Andy King, on you go. Damn, that was a very good shot. Or, well, it was technically a header. But yeah. Okay, so Danny Simpson is now booked. And Gray has had a shocker of a game, so he's coming off as well. I just realised his rating is 6.0. That's pretty shit. Yeah, let's bring on Mahrez. Hopefully he can be a bit of a catalyst to score a goal. And Espinosa gets booked as well. Anyways, come on, let's do this. We can win this. Just don't lose. I'm okay with joy, just don't lose. Okay, so Norwich have the highlights. They have Callum Chambers as well, it seems. Someone called Chambers. I'm going to assume that it's Callum Chambers. Luke Garbett. I'm not entirely sure who that is, but never mind that. And Mulumbu and Juanfran, don't score. Please, don't score. And go. No! Come on! I mean, it won't cost us in any way except our pride, but come on. This should be going better. Honestly. I mean, fair play. It was a nice cross, but that's pretty shoddy defending and pretty shoddy goalkeeping as well. I mean, Murray should have come out into that. There. Let's just. I don't want to lose this. I want to at least draw, so I'm going on overload. And good. We actually have a highlight, hopefully. King has it. King. And Iheanacho. Yes. Yes. Oh, saved by Ruddy. Espinosa does not. But we have a throw-in. But nothing will come from it. Anyways, I think as it look, okay, we actually have one more chance. Espinosa. No, we don't. It's a highlight for Norwich, actually. Crap. Well then, might actually be 2-0. That would be embarrassing. Mascarell makes a nice tackle. Well done. Kramaric has it. King. Kramaric, make the run. Come on, Iheanacho. Come on. Come on, we equal. We were in the middle of an attack. How can you blow the whistle there? Come on. Anyways, okay, so we lose 1-0 to Norwich. That's slightly embarrassing, considering we honestly totally outplayed them. But that's just how things are. Yeah. The game finishes. And nothing particularly exciting. See, there we actually get a preview as to one of the people I'm scouting. Christian Pulisic from Dortmund. He's actually doing quite well on this save. Yeah, that's fine. So, let's see here. And another player. There are you get quite a few on who I'm scouting. Okay, so let's start with the league summary. Winners, me, Leicester. Champions League football goes to Liverpool, Arsenal and Chelsea. And Europa League goes to Everton. City and United and Tottenham actually lose out on European football, although it looks like City might actually get a spot depending on who wins the FA Cup and stuff. Ooh, City lost out on goal difference, that sucks. Bournemouth get a Europa League spot. What? What did they win? I need to check this. Okay, this might not have been where I thought it would be. Overview, maybe? Landmarks? Yeah, there we go. They won the Capital One Cup this year. So, Bournemouth will be playing in the Europa League. That's interesting. West Ham, Derby and Sunderland are relegated. So, that will be interesting. Maybe I don't know who will get the last Europa spot, because I believe there is one more somewhere, though I can never understand some of these rules. Let's take a look at team stats. Let's just go from an end. Best at hitting target, us. That's actually with 3% difference. We're good at hitting the target. Most goals, Leicester, by quite a margin actually. Liverpool, we have 99 goals. Liverpool in second with 74, so that's actually quite a substantial margin. So yeah. Most crosses completed, we are in 5th with 16%. Most headers completed, we are not on the rankings. Most passes completed, 76% average pass completion. That's alright. Best average possession, we're in second after Liverpool. Average of 56%. That's pretty good as well. Most fouls, yeah, I'm actually surprised we're not higher because I know we're a very physical team. We play very physical football and get a lot of bookings. So I'm surprised we're actually not higher on that list. And most tackles won, 75% of tackles won. Most clean sheets, we're not on the list. So our defense is shambled essentially. And least conceded, we're not on the list either. How many goals have we conceded? I want to find out. We scored 99, goal difference of 5th, so that's 48 goals conceded. It's not amazing, but it's not awful, I suppose. Let's see. Yeah, we're just outside these top 8. So it could be worse, but it's almost twice as many as Man City. So, let's take a look at these. Most games without losing, Liverpool 12. Oh yeah, that's actually most recent, actually. So, hang on, I need to sneeze. Excuse me. Or maybe I don't, I'm not sure. Goddamn allergies. Anyway, yeah, these are most recent, so they're not records. Average attendance, yeah. See, red cards, Leicester 6th wins, joint 2nd, so that's not particularly good. Net transfer spend, I want to see, how did we do? We actually earned 12 million this transfer window. Long live the sale of N'Golo Kante, I suppose. I just want to check that actually. Transfer history. Yeah, so we have a net profit of just over 12 million. Yeah, Kante and Rui definitely helped us on that aspect, despite the signing of Højbjerg and Murray. So, that's alright. Anyways, where was I? I was talking about the league table. No, I wasn't. I was talking about team stats. Let's move on to player stats. Yes, as I suspected, top scorer with 29 goals in 33 appearances, Kelechi Iheanacho. I mean, that's pretty good. Minutes per goal is just over 90. Mario Gomez has done amazingly this season, but I believe I discussed this last episode. And generally, yeah, Saido Berahino, Sergio Aguero, Jamie Vardy has been doing well for Southampton, Hazard, Martial, and Coutinho. Best at hitting target, Mark Albrighton has been very good at that apparently. Key passes, we're shit. Most assists, we have Embolo and Albrighton on that list. Embolo with 11 and Albrighton with 10, so that's pretty good too, I suppose. Most dribbles per match, we have no one. Most distance per 90 minutes, Mark Albrighton runs like a horse apparently. Most tackles per match, we are not on the list. Most key tackles, we are not on the list. Most clean sheets, we are not on the list. Least conceded, we are not on the list. So, alright. So, what else do we have? Average rating. Kelechi Iheanacho is after Nathaniel Klein, he's the second highest rating. 10 player of the matches, again, Nathaniel Klein also high up. Watford get a lot of yellow cards, is what we can conclude from this. Red cards, Sunderland get quite a few. Appearances, that's a lot of joint games won. Yeah, so we get a lot of that, obviously. Games lost, Sunderland and the other relegated teams get a lot of that. Team goals, Riyad Mahrez has been involved in the most goals in the entire Premier League with 97. No, that just means 97 of the goals scored by a club have been made while he was on the pitch. That means in the one game he didn't play, we scored twice. Yay math. So yeah, that's about it. What else do we... Should we just take a look at signings made in the Premier League? Maybe I should make this a regular fiction. Maybe I should go over transfers. Let's see. In this season, major transfers. Domenico Berardi, that happened in the summer. So that's almost a year ago now. He transferred to Juventus from Stoke. Thiago Maia transferred to City from Milan. Douglas Costa transferred from Tottenham to Liverpool. Has he been doing well at Liverpool? Who knows? He's been doing alright, I guess. Pretty good, actually. And the sale of Kante ranks in 4th. And Emre Can from Liverpool to PSG. Udegaard has signed for Arsenal. That's interesting. Has been doing good. He's made 5 appearances in a season. Did he sign in the summer or in the winter? He signed in the summer and has made 5 appearances. I mean, he's not bad. but I wouldn't shell out the 85 million they probably want for him. James McCarthy has been sold, and Højbjerg sale is also figuring on the list, as is the Murray sale, as is the Rulli buy. No wait, I'm switching things around now. But anyways, so yeah. Anyways, I was actually planning, I'm just going to, if I can find the correct menu, I was going to look at some of the players I'm currently scouting. If I can find the correct menu. I'm not sure how to do this. I should have checked that before. There we go, should be able to look at this. Scrolling through my scouting menu, that's a lot. I should probably automate this. There we go. These bottom players, they are the ones who I'm looking at signing, or at least one in each major position. David Carmona for the right back position, or possibly right midfielder, probably more like right back. Generally a pretty good talent in the game, so hopefully and they don't want particularly much for him, so hopefully that might be a good signing. Oh crap, it jumped back up. Let's just move that down then. Then we have Victor. Very, very, very highly rated by my scouts. Very good right back. If we just take a look at his stats. So generally very, very well-rounded player, and the only problem is that they suspect he won't gain a work permit. But he's not very expensive. So that the work permit thing might be a problem, because he has no senior caps. He has quite a few under 20 caps, so maybe they could be convinced into it, but I'm not sure. Now we have Chidera Eze. Again, not very highly rated by my scouts, but I have certainly seen him develop well earlier, but again, he probably won't get a work permit, so I'm just scouting him just to see how good he could get. The potential to be a Premier League right midfielder in the future. So again, probably not a player I'd sign, but I'm scouting him. Franco Cristaldo, more or less same story. An inexpensive player, will probably not gain a work permit, but definitely an option for the future. Then we have Ismail Asaoui. I'm not sure how to say that. Wow, he got a haircut in the new face pack. As mentioned earlier, I installed a new face pack. He usually has this wild frizzy hair. He does not have that this time. Wolfsburg probably don't want to sell him. But I want him. I want him at my new left midfielder. Either him or Christian Pulisic, who I will get to later. But Wolfsburg do not seem willing to sell, so maybe he won't be the person I go with. Then we have Rodrigo Bentancur. Now, I have a bit of a dilemma here, because he almost always, in my saves, develops into a world-class player, Ballon d'Or winner level player. However, we have Mahrez on the right midfield spot, and we have Espinosa as backup. And, well, Mahrez, I can probably, if I wanted to, I could sell Mahrez for a significant sum of money. Significant is an understatement. And Espinosa, while his training or coach report doesn't say so, he seems very injury prone. And generally hasn't been performing amazingly. So I am considering, again, he's not particularly expensive. He wants quite a bit in wages. But he'd get a work permit first attempt, and as I said, he tends to develop into a world beater. And it's definitely something I'm considering for the right midfield spot. And again, not particularly expensive. So I'm still on the fence about that, but that's why he's being scouted further. Then we have Philip Ox. Again, come on, load please. There we go. Mostly a player I scouted because he could play in those winger positions. I wasn't seriously intent on signing him, but again, he's not very expensive, but he doesn't want a lot in wages, and I don't know how good he will get. So, again, he's being scouted for the sake of it. I might buy him later. Then we have Nicolas Delgadillo. Scouted because he can play that left midfield spot very well, and while we do have Albrighton and Gray there, I don't think Gray will develop enough to actually be a first team player there. So I was looking for young left midfielders to fill in the hole, which Albrighton will leave when he's either sold or retires. Because he's not young. I believe Albrighton he's probably going to end up being much younger than I expect. No, he's 28. So he's going to slowly start declining, and I'm going to need a new player. So Delgadillo is one of the players I am considering for that. However, the main player I am considering for that left midfield spot is Christian Pulisic, the young American, taking basically the footballing world by storm in real life. Dortmund, is he transfer listed, or is that just his asking price? I'm not sure. But regardless, just look at the report. So far, he has no cons. Hopefully, he could be very, very good. 22.5 million, it's a chunk, but it's not ridiculous, and his wage demands aren't insane either. Only problem is that in my tactic, I do play with the wide midfielders, which do require some amount of defensive stats, which to be blunt, he does not have. But hopefully that can be tutored. I should also just highlight one of the reasons I like Bentancur. Hang on, let me just... Again, he actually has somewhat capable defensive stats. 10 tackling isn't the best, but 13 positioning. That's one of the reasons why I'm strongly considering signing him, because he can really play that wide midfielder role well. So yeah. Anyways, that's a short insight into my potential transfer dealings for the summer. None of these could happen, and potentially a lot of other things could happen. But those are my current considerations. They're being scouted a lot right now. Let's just go over the squad actually. Maybe I should have done that before, but never mind that. Let's see. Best player this season, Christian Fuchs. And, fullbacks in this version of the game tend to get quite high ratings, so I'm not surprised by that. Second best, Kelechi Iheanacho, obviously. In my opinion, he has been the hands down best player this season. Just look at the stats. He was out for a while with a strained back, a month or so. Some of his physicals did go down. However, he's still looking... The impressive thing is, his stats, while they look good, they don't look amazing. But he just plays very, very well in this advanced forward role. I'm really impressed by him, and it's going to take a substantial bid for me to sell him, but he's not listed as wanted, so hopefully I can keep him. He is, however, on a lot of money. Twice in half a year he demanded his contract extended and significantly increased in order to not kick up a fuss. So I did. I admit I conceded to him. So I don't know if that will be a good idea or not. Mark Albrighton. Pretty good player. Wow, he's been valued at a lot. I'd definitely sell him. If I got a bid for 36 million in for Mark Albrighton, I'd take it without a second thought. Then we have Mahrez, again, very good player, valued at a lot. He's 27, he's at his prime. And, if I got a bid the same form as Kante, so 50 million plus 50% of next transfer, I would take it. I would probably take that. Trippier performed very well this season, as usual, has definitely taken that right back spot for his own. So yeah. Then we have Højbjerg. The January signing has been performing quite well, to be blunt. If we just take a look here, 15 apps. The stats actually don't reflect entirely, but his average rating is pretty good. So, I guess there's not really much to say about it. Embolo has been performing quite well this season. He has upped his performance from last season, which while alright, they weren't amazing. He's currently declining for whatever reason, probably because I haven't played him in the last few games. Then we have Espinosa. Has not played a lot because of Mahrez. However, his stats do look very, very good. But again, for that wide midfielder role, can I just highlight? I wish I could set that automatically. His defensive stats are 5 tackling. And generally, his stats, while they're good, they aren't amazing for this role. So he's definitely someone I would consider moving on if I got a substantial bid in. Because then I could replace him with someone like Bentancur. Kramaric, again, honestly, this guy's become one of my favourite players. Not because he's a first team starter, but because he's a backup. And he doesn't complain. He comes in when he has to, scores the goals he has to, and just sits happily waiting for his chance. So hopefully I can keep him for a while. I mean, if he can be happy with that bench role, I'm satisfied. Andy King. Part of me, I want to sell him. I'm going to be blunt, I want to sell him. Because he's getting old, and while he's not bad per se, he's not very good either. However, I acknowledge what he's done for the club. He's been with them from League One and to now winning the Premiership with actually quite a bunch of appearances. And I kind of want to keep him as a future tutor. However, again, he's on quite a bit of money, and he's probably not yet nearing the age where he'll accept wage decreases. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with him yet. Lewis Bolton came into the first team and started playing a lot, and with the departure of Kante, compared to last season, he's significantly improved himself. I mean, just look at his stats. He's already quite good, 20 determination. Hopefully this guy can turn into one of the core players in my squad. I really hope so. Kasper Schmeichel, him and Alex Murray have been splitting the goalkeeping time. Let's see. Schmeichel has 22 appearances, and that means Murray's gotten 16. So Schmeichel has a slight advantage, but not an insane one. And next season, Murray is probably going to be the starter, and Schmeichel will be the backup. Then we have Tom Stab. He's changed his hair back. Why is his hair different earlier? Anyways, 12 appearances, 2 goals, 2 assists, 7.13 average rating. I want to play him as much as possible because I think he can become really, really, really good for us. Plus, I always have like a bit of a weakness for players who come from the same nation as the club I'm playing. So in this case, he's an English forward, Leicester, an English club. I want to see him succeed. Will he do so? I hope so, because, I mean, he's been doing pretty well when he's been played, so yeah. Good heading, good finishing. He's decently fast and strong. He's quite a good all-round player. He's not very good at passing. I might look to train that sometime. Tim Jedvash, decent central defender. There's not really much to say about it. He hasn't, according to my assistant, he won't develop much more, but I want to keep him anyways. Maybe play him a bit more. Hopefully that the development can be increased a bit. Danny Simpson, he's more or less a backup now, and as soon as I sign a right back like Carmona, he'll be off. Demarai Gray, I'm a bit disappointed by him. When I started this save, I really hoped he could become my future left midfielder, but he just hasn't impressed me. And honestly, if I ask my assistant, they agree. He's not going to be amazing. I'm going to assume this has something to do with his fairly weak mentals. He's a good dribbler of the ball, but that's about it. If we just, again, let's highlight his stats. He's also very, very poor defensively. The 5 tackling, 8 positioning. Anticipation is pretty bad. Yes, he is young, but I'm probably looking to sell him on too. Considering we just won the Premier League and it's more or less expected of us to do the same again next season, probably, I need to seriously clean up my squad, get new players in. So, Alex Murray, again, as mentioned, split the time a lot with Schmeichel. Will probably be the first team keeper from next season because I need him to develop. But yeah, not much to say about him. He's done alright when played. Daniel Amati, good player. Again, he probably does not have the level to play top-level Premier League football or Champions League football, so I might, again, look to sell him next season, but he has done quite well when called upon. Jorge, definitely still a player I want to keep. Has the potential, and he's already done very, very well. Despite not the average rating not being amazing, he seems to have bags of talent, to be blunt. Very strong, good in the air. Yeah. Then we have Omar Mascarell, brought in on a free transfer from Real Madrid last season, has made 12 appearances, 4 of them from the bench. He was always brought in as a rotation player, but he's probably played even less than I'd liked, and I want to keep him because he hasn't complained about lack of playing time, and he's been doing alright when played, but I have not decided his fate yet. Gustavo Cabral slowly being phased out of the team due to his age, but has been a loyal servant to the... Actually, wow, that's the definition of consistency. 3 seasons within 0.01 of average rating. That's consistency. Not very good consistency, to be fair, but definitely he's consistent. Gotta give him that. But, yeah. With the money he's on, I'll probably look to move him on next season too. And last of all, Jamie Shepherd. He's young, so I did not expect a massive rating here. But I do want to play him a bit more next season, hopefully. But then again, I don't want to risk compromising. Especially because Christian Fuchs, our first-team left-back, is the best player on the team. And he's almost a full one rating lower than him average. Again, I have not decided his fate. Maybe I will move him down and actually loan him out. I don't know. I'll do something to him. But yeah, I think that's about it. How does this look? See, we actually have a lot of high potential players in our youth teams. See, we actually have a lot of high potential. Ooh, we actually have a right back. Maybe I should learn to check my youth team before starting signing players. He could actually move in on the right back spot as backup to Trippier, and hopefully develop into someone good. Let's just look at these actually. I mean, we also have quite a few central defenders to replace Cabral. And we have striker. We have a good striker. Andy Hillman. Very tall. Good in the air. Actually, he's not very good in the air. He's shit heading. But he's very tall and strong. What else do we have anyone else worth noting? Not particularly. What about here? Again, very good central defender in Mario Herrera. He just needs a work permit. How's he been doing this season? On loan at Augsburg, made 9 appearances. That's not exactly amazing, isn't it? We also have Kevin Brennan, an English player. At loan at Preston, again, hasn't exactly been setting the world alight. Oh yes, then we have Kuchururi. I've sent him on loan a lot recently. And he's been playing very well for Ipswich this season. He's actually been playing pretty shit, but he's made a lot of appearances. He's very versatile, and I want him to be good, but he just isn't. I will probably sell him. Julian Green, bought in on a free transfer, I wanted to loan him out, no one came for him. I suppose he could feature on the left midfielder, but he's probably not very good enough for the first team in the future. Well, Nicolo Barrea, he played last season, didn't he? Yes, and then I sent him on loan to Carpi, where he's been doing alright, to be fair. Keith Gardner, I suppose I could retrain him, sort of. Let's just see. No, that probably won't work. That's actually probably a bad idea. Anyways, yeah. So now you actually have an insight into my thought process with regards to my squads. Anyways, next season, the goal will probably be to... Well, ideally it will be to win the league again, obviously. However, realistically, I think we can agree that's not going to happen. Oh my god, look at Liverpool, that's almost sad. They only lost 2 games all season. But they drew 17. They would have destroyed the league if they'd won some of those they'd drawn. Anyways, too bad for them, I suppose. Anyways, where was I? Yeah, ideally the goal is to win the league, but realistically I would settle for... I'd settle for European football. Champions League is probably the goal, but if we drop down into 5th or 6th, I wouldn't be downright upset. It all depends on what kind of transfers I end up making this summer. But hopefully you will see that in the next episode. So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!